Brad, Timon, who's here. Hello, guys. And Ghosties. I have a fun update concerning Nate Bargatze and Nate Land Entertainment.
Okay.
So the Ghosties are very quick to jump on that Nate on his podcast announced, hey, I'm starting a podcast network. Here's what we're looking for. Good people, clean people, funny people.
We shower almost every day.
Totally. Yeah, even with Mallet. It's not, it's not as fun, but I do it.
Yeah.
And I figure it out.
Right.
And so it's really exciting. I reach out almost immediately on Instagram DMs. This is, I'm DMing Nate Land Entertainment. They have their own Instagram account where they, promote different things. Congrats on launching the podcast network. I'd love to know more about the network and if it'd be a good fit to be involved. I'm the co-host of 2 clean comedy podcasts. I link a little correct opinions. I link a little Ghostrunners.
Sure.
Would love to learn more from y'all. Get a response almost immediately. Hey, Jake, please email Nate's assistant. We'll call her Sarah.
Oh.
Will do, I say.
Yeah.
Firing off an email with attachment, using photos from you guys, the ghosties, like, in what you're saying, like, they would be perfect. Yada. I thought that was good ammunition. Like, look at all this momentum we're already bringing into this. Like, we're excited. Like,
yeah, we are already in the Venn diagram.
It overlaps.
Yep.
It's cohesive.
Yep. We're in the middle.
So I email Sarah, and I'm really excited. And then only 24 hours after that, I get a DM from Nate Land Entertainment. Said, hey, if you don't hear from her, let me know.
She's blind, or she has a speech impediment.
She's from Pennsylvania.
She's not very comfortable talking.
Yeah, she prefers to email at 4 a.m. and will not get on a phone call. Just a heads up. But I was like, hey, I'm in good hands. This guy who I'm DMing like really wants me to be taken care of. Like, hey, if you don't hear back, you let me know. I'll get it for you. I said, great. Then a few days passed. I said, hey, I haven't heard anything back yet.
Yeah.
He said, sorry about that. Try emailing Samantha.
Okay.
No problem. I could do that.
Yep.
I say, okay. A few more days pass. I follow up like, hey, unfortunately, I've not heard back from Sarah or Samantha yet. He says, I guess that's your answer then. What?
Well,
just ignore me then.
Read the room, brother.
Don't. You take the time to respond and say, well,
I guess that's your answer.
You thought you could have joined our network?
I love that.
Yeah, I'll give you 200 people to email, but to be honest, you never had a shot.
Well, why would you, buddy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at yourself. You have a droopy finger, you freak. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
That's great.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, I was like hurt. I was like, I'm about to go on stage. I don't want to see that right now.
Yeah, dude, there's got to be. Do you ever like protect yourself in that regard of like, I'm not going to look at anything for the next 30 minutes because I don't want anything to affect me.
If it was
don't
like
talk to me, don't mess with me.
A special taping, probably.
Yeah.
It's like, let's, kind of like quarantine, but instead of germs, just like from outside commentary.
Right.
Just like I'm in a chamber, just me and Rachel. Just me.
Honestly,
who knows?
Honestly, dude. I mean, I would be almost more scared of Catherine than anybody else. Like, you're going to hurt my feelings easier than any comment on the internet would. Like, all you have to do is comment one thing about my shirt, and I'm done.
Like, well, I'm going to think about that the whole time.
Well, I don't feel nearly as confident anymore. Oh, man.
So, yeah, it was just kind of funny. And, of course, I'm like, I get to the green room, and I'm telling, like, Lucas and Trey all this, and they were just loving it. They were just, so then we had this inside joke the whole weekend, like right before I'd go on stage. Hey, go kill it, man. Screw Nate Bargatze. Yeah, you got it. Like it was him personally DMing me. Yeah, it's obviously not. Nate has no idea. Honestly, he would probably be upset if he found out this is how.
I guess that's your answer then.
Oh, I guess that's your answer. Like, you were so helpful. You gave me every inclination that you wanted to help me.
I wonder how many DMs they've gotten. Like, genuinely, because I mean, they're probably big enough to where they're, they're a big podcast, right? I mean, I don't know how big, but like definitely much bigger than us. But like, how many podcasts are actually reaching out and saying, hey, we'd like to work with you? Like, if it's 100, eventually I would get a little bit tired of like, responding to people's check-ins and like, listen, man, you're done. It's over. You're not going to Hollywood.
If he hadn't been the one out of the blue to say, if you don't hear back from her, let me know.
Fair.
I think it would have changed the dynamic a little bit. Like, this guy's busy. I don't know. But he's like, oh, you reached out on your own. You wanted me to let you know things.
Also, just an interesting wrinkle that, like, hey, if Samantha doesn't respond, we do have a second person that might respond.
They still don't.
It's like, well, what's their role? Who's so whatever. I'm not taking no for an answer yet. I'll DM them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
Then again, it's not like we're in a position where like we need a podcast network.
Please,
we can't function.
But how cool would it be?
But it would be fun.
Yeah,
yeah, just to rub elbows with Nate.
I still don't exactly even understand what it means. Like,
that's all I'm looking for. Yeah, just what is this?
Yeah, exactly. Like, do we even want? I mean,
did this help?
It'd be really cool to be like, yeah, Nate Bargatze is our overarching boss or whatever.
Yeah,
but like, is he gonna make our Good Ranchers ads any better? No. Mainstream Roasters is still going to
20% from our Good Ranchers money.
Yeah,
that's not fun.
That goes to timing. So yeah, we'll just like fire time. Like we'll just get.
Well, we got to cut the cost somewhere. So it's either Nate Bargatze or Timon.
There's new AI coming out every day that can do more like advanced versions of Timon.
And guess where I learned it from? Timon.
Yeah,
you played yourself. Worked yourself out of a job.
Congratulations, Timon.
So yeah, it's just one of those things like. I don't know if we would have joined. I don't know the details, but you think we're in a pretty good position. Like, I don't know how many other like clean podcasts, especially when I name dropped Correct Opinions, like with Trey, you'd think that would get a response. How many other Christian comedians are selling out theaters?
That's why I'm saying like we are not done. We're not done.
We're not done.
We're not done. We're not done. We're gonna go to the Chiefs-Titans game, and we're gonna meet them afterwards, and we're gonna say we're not done.
Say sorry, you can't be back here.
Well, I guess that's your answer. Like, hey, yeah, Derrick Henry said he would come and meet us here. He's not here yet. Well, he's on a different team now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we released him, and then he got picked up by the Ravens.
Well, I guess that's your answer then.
So I was kind of fired up on this, and I was like, that's so weird and unprofessional, but whatever. And
Instagram DMs though.
Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
Later that night, I decide to respond with, in quotes, I just say, I guess that's your answer is diabolical. He said, I have nothing to do with the big picture of Nateland Entertainment, but my guess is Nate is sticking to podcast/specials with comics he has a direct relationship with for now. I said, hey, fair enough. I guess my question would be, why publicize the network on the podcast and Instagram if you already have a direct relationship with anyone you'd be bringing on? Like, that's fine if that's how you want to do
100%.
it. But why promote this? Why put it on Instagram and the podcast? Like, if you're like, well, no one can join.
I mean, yeah.
We said this for us to remind ourselves.
This could have been accomplished in a group text, but like, I just want to tell, 100,000 people that, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I'm just like curious, like, why do that? And what they say.
Once again, I am not in the big picture.
Yeah. He said, I shouldn't answer for them, but I think they're just publicizing the network to grow fans and followers like we're all trying to do. And then I just didn't respond.
You give him the thumbs up. Give him the mallet finger.
He's giving him the mallet finger.
Dude, no, it's just my mallet finger. I don't know. That's just the one finger that keeps holding up. I was trying to do like a why I oughta, but it just popped up out of there. Why I oughta. Nate, why I oughta.
I'm going to open this vent because it's already getting hot in here.
Okay.
You want to talk about Branson or getting people signed up?
Yeah, Branson is happening, baby. We have, it's been about 2 days now. So we're recording this since it's gone live, and we've gotten quite a few people already signed up. A lot of people I know, some people I don't, which is all exciting. Like, I'm excited to meet the new people there.
It's fun to see new names.
Also, really exciting, like, to have a reunion with people that I haven't seen, in a few months or in a year or whatever. So,
a lot of Gulf Shores people have signed up, which is awesome.
Yeah, always. I think that's almost more of an affirmation to me of like, hey,
job well done.
They've done something with us before, and they're not like, that didn't live up to our expectations. We're not going back.
That's a really good point.
You know what I mean?
Because they spent the most money you can spend on us.
Right.
And they still want more.
Right. Like, it's like, hey, I hung out with Jake and Brad. They're not what you think they are. I'm not going back. And it's like, that's fair if you feel that way.
And what if that is? They're like, oh, I get to ride roller coasters. Yeah. We don't see them all day.
It's like, it's a decent price for all the things you get to do. You get a free Friday paddle. But it's like, no, it's so I'm excited to see how many people sign up. And yeah, the more people that are signing up, the more I'm just like, let's make this thing so much fun. Let's freaking have a blast.
You don't want to miss it. If you can make it, find a way.
That's what I said. I think I said I made that website literally in 20 minutes, that little web page.
Nice.
Because I was half asleep and I remembered, oh crap, I need to make that website. But I think I said, yeah, it's going to be a weekend you won't forget and you won't want to miss, or something like that. Like, it's going to be full of memories, just like Rendezvous, just like anything we've done. And so,
yeah. My dad called me last night and said, how do you word it? He's just like, I was getting really excited listening to you talk about Branson. He said, I can't wait. So.
Did you see? So I just Googled, I said, Branson quotes, or Branson quotes about Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, that was great.
And Dennis Miller, remember him? He was
yeah. Monday Night Football for
I was going to say, you and I know him as like the Monday Night Football announcer. He's a comedian. But he said, Branson, Missouri is like Vegas for people with no teeth. And I was like, that's perfect. I put that as like the landing page. So ghostrunners.live/Branson, check it out. We have all these different packages, from just like the essentials where you're doing everything Friday, Saturday, Sunday with us, to we are offering a discounted rate for 2-day passes for the Silver City. So if you want to go, you want to get there Thursday night and go all day Friday, all day Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is, you can do that. And then we also have a VIP package where we just have a little bit of a private meet and greet, hang out with Jake and I. We're doing an ice cream social at Silver City, which just is going to be so much fun.
It's going to be great.
Let us know your favorite ice cream toppings. We'll get them.
Yeah. This is, as a reminder, Friday, September 13th through Sunday, September 15th.
Yeah. Did you see I didn't put the dates on there on the page?
Didn't notice.
Yeah. So somebody emailed me and was like, hey, I know you've probably said this before, but like, can you remind me what the dates are? I can't find them anywhere on the website. It's like, that's probably a good thing to
Is
know.
this something a podcast network could help out with?
Yeah, Sarah, Samantha, somebody.
When is it?
So
no, good work on the website. It all looks great. Yeah, keep buying your tickets, and we're excited to see you guys. It's gonna be so fun. If you haven't been, Silver City is such a underrated amusement park. Like, you guys, you're in for a treat. It costs what it costs for a reason. It's really fun there.
It's awesome. It's so much fun. Yeah, there's something to do for the entire family too. That's what's cool. I feel like when I was growing up, it was a lot more. A lot more like less active, like less fun roller coasters. Now it's like there's a ton of roller coasters.
Yeah, it feels like, what would a good comparison be? Like someone who. I got nothing.
But like growing, like, well, it was like there were shows and there were like kiddie things, but there wasn't a ton of like fun things to do for like there was like the Wildfire came, which was a upside down roller coaster, and then Powder Keg came, and then the Barn Swing came. Now all of a sudden there's like rides that I've never. What's the spinny one?
Time Traveler.
There's
that Outlaw Run.
Outlaw Run is like the best wooden roller coaster. Is that right?
Yeah. Double corkscrew. Ever heard of it?
That's crazy. How do they do that? They put metal
Magnets?
on that part?
I don't know.
Or is it still wood?
It can't be wood. You can't ride on wood, right? It's got to be metal at some point.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I got my example now. This is like YouTuber Destroying. You know him? I faced off against him in that Whistle Sports game show thing.
Okay.
Anyway, he started off as like a football YouTuber, just like, hey, I'm just kind of a fun. Okay. I could do a bunch of different football stuff. And then he ended up getting like a CFL contract and playing legitimate football. This is Silver City. Like, hey, turns out we could compete with the big dogs when it comes to amusement.
But it's still got
roller coasters.
Right. It's like amazing amusement, roller coastery stuff, but still like that wonderful Branson Silver City charm.
There's still just like banjo music playing. Like,
dude.
Walk by
speakers and rocks.
Yeah.
So many speakers and rocks,
corn.
guys.
Yeah.
Caverns.
The big turkey legs.
And watching people make baseball bats, the taffy machine.
I really like the dulcimer section where you walk in, where like those old timey, dulcimers are.
No.
Kind of like those like long, they're kind of like guitar-ish looking instruments. Oh. They have like that shop of like dulcimers. I always wanted to buy one. Maybe this is the year.
Save up a couple dollars or buy one.
It's kind of the one that you like play. I think you can play it on, not a steel guitar, but like something similar to that. I think you play it on your lap.
Huh. Dulcimer. That sounds like something a doctor would use to monitor something on you. Hey, just real quick, I'm going to put the dulcimer on your neck.
Yeah, we're going to take away the EKG, but we are going to add a dulcimer to your, just to monitor your heart for a few days.
And before you come through the metal detector, do you have any dulcimers in your body?
Yeah.
All right, come on through.
You need to go through the side because you have a dulcimer. No problem. Come on over here. I'm going to have to pat you down. Oh, is that Dulcimer in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
Dude, I got, what do they call it? Randomly selected. This happens from time to time. No problem. And then very quickly, he rattled off a couple different things. He was like, okay, you've been randomly selected, so I'm going to have to pat you down with the back of my hand. I'm going to have to go to the groin area. And then just like that, he was going. I feel like we've never done the groin area. It wasn't just like
what
thighs.
Yeah, groin area.
But he just like, it was the back of his hand. I didn't necessarily feel that violated, but I'm a pretty comfortable, easygoing guy.
We're talking north to south on the zipper, though?
Yeah.
No way?
Yeah, just like at it. Because I've had before, they like kind of like check your pockets.
Was this guy in like uniform? Did he work?
No, he said he was undercover. And so I was like, dude,
he was undercover, which is crazy because we're wearing like super bright colors and a ton of different like, I don't know. Like, he was really bringing a lot of attention. He was really loud. I don't know, dude. Like, it was weird.
He was loving this pat down though.
Yeah, he was on a layover. You said it in San Francisco, but hey, we just met up in Boise. Yeah, undercover
really,
TSA.
though.
They're out there.
But they're going just straight down.
I seriously, I'm not even exaggerating this for the story. Like, it happened so fast. Like, you've been randomly selected. Okay, I'm gonna have to use back of my hand groin area, and then he was doing it. I was like, I don't know if I fully gave consent or what works, but I'm fine. But that was wild. You did that. Just like truly, just like the front of my crotch, just like
I understand. Yeah, that's
where
wild.
the zipper is.
Yes, yeah. Just yeah. You're like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I was like, Isaac.
Is it because of?
too late.
Is it because of? Was this before or after that pole vaulter?
Now I'm checking everybody's.
Yeah. Like that's not natural. They smuggled something in there. The PEDs. Dang.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Normally they just go pocket area.
You got randomly selected, huh?
Yeah. Give me the full.
Maybe
experience.
It's a compliment.
Hey.
Hey, you look like I don't think that's natural down there. Randomly selected. Like, thank you very much. Yes, you may.
No problem.
Yeah, heard Boise was hot as the dickens.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, hottest day in like 50 years. The day we landed. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Also, Boise is 50% off. Just the whole town.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, just like the cost of living there. We walked to like a smoothie shop, and I got like a 16-ounce smoothie for $6.
That seems normal-ish. No?
Really?
I don't know. Timon?
To me, it seems normal, but I don't go to many smoothie
What,
shops, I guess.
What are you thinking it would cost?
That seems like
$12?
Guys, I might have messed up. I might have my numbers.
It was a 6-ounce smoothie for $16.
That's what it was. This is a really bad deal. What was it? Yeah, because that doesn't sound that crazy now that I said it out loud.
Make it up, dude. Just lie. Just embellish the
It's
thing.
not even entertaining.
Nate Land's not going to check this for crazyability, bro.
It doesn't even matter.
Just make it up.
We could. I don't know.
No. Let's do this. 97% humidity style.
So they had.
Wait. Go ahead.
We're gonna get wet.
No, I'll go that way.
They had. So first of all, it's crazy because they had a 96-ounce smoothie, which is a massive smoothie,
That is huge.
and they only charged $2 for it.
I got way too much, dude. I got way too much water. And I was like, if I do that, we're ruining our equipment, dude.
We're really gonna need a.
$2? Mm-hmm. Was this just like, was the smoothie just made out of like Coca-Cola?
No,
Or
anything
Dasani
you
or
wanted.
something?
Passion fruit, guava, grape.
Passion fruit?
I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, that was good. I got just a little
good
bit there.
vapor.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about the Boise smoothies anymore. They were great. I might have had my numbers a little wrong, but it was hot there. It was like 107.
Yeah. Did it feel like 107 or was it like a dry heat?
It was dry. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you guys complaining about? You're fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I've experienced humidity like you've never believed.
Yeah. 97%. It's crazy.
Did you feel? Yeah, tell us about the shows. Do you feel like one of them was like, oh, this is significantly better, worse, anything?
Good, great weekend of shows. So the one downside is West Coast. Boise, LA, San Diego, Reno. We're taking flights. So I took 7 flights this weekend. I only left my luggage on one of them.
Left?
Yeah.
Left?
Idiot.
Like you just got off the plane and was like, I carried a bag on. I'm not gonna grab it.
Exactly.
Do you usually check your luggage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And well, I mean, sense. I can't blame it on anything. I just idiot, just dumb. How do you not remember what you brought on the airplane?
How quickly did you realize it?
Not as quick as I'd like to say. It took me an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I just had an entire hour and a half flight. We just had a nice time in the Minneapolis airport, a little layover. I got a little panda, watched a little YouTube video. And then as I'm
boarding,
Isaac,
your hands look really full, man. That's pretty annoying.
That sucks. As I'm boarding the next flight, I saw someone else's like luggage, and I was like, oh, whoops.
As you're boarding, so you couldn't even like go back to the
I was like, well,
gate.
I need to board this flight, so what am I going to do? And so I sit down and right away I Google like, left luggage on Delta flight, and they have this whole like, platform and website dedicated to that. So I filled it out right then and there. That was 3 days ago. Have not heard back.
Oh, so you haven't gotten it?
No. I haven't got an email back or anything. So.
And where was this? This was in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I took a flight, like a 6 a.m. flight from Reno to Minneapolis. As the crow flies. I mean, that's the quickest way to get to Kansas City.
100%. Yeah, Kansas City's not right in the middle that you can just stop on over there.
So many layovers this tour, dude. But yeah, so.
So this was on the way home.
Yep, on the way home.
Dang.
Yeah, the very second to last flight. So yeah, I just left it on there. Thankfully, didn't have a ton in there that I really needed. Pair of shorts I like. My toiletry bag was just annoying to have to replace toothbrush, deodorant, razor, hair stuff.
But you're the guy that gets 15 deodorants.
I am ready to go on deodorant. You're right.
Yeah.
I am ready to go.
That's why.
I know. I need to start doing that with other stuff like toothbrushes.
Yeah.
I don't have extra toothbrushes ready to go.
Bummer.
So, yeah, that was kind of a bummer. You just feel dumb. I'm just sitting there the whole flight. Like, how do you not? You travel constantly. How do you not do this? Maybe it's just an odds thing. Like, you take 200 flights, you got to leave your luggage on one of them. My best recommendation, don't get up to 200.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, why did you not check your bag this time versus normally?
So, there is some details here. So, I had to bring an extra suitcase because Isaac and I shot a YouTube video for Friday Pickleball. I've been wanting to make like a actual like YouTube video for a while. Did I talk about this last week? I wanted to do, I gave away 100 pickleball paddles in one day. I thought it'd be a really fun YouTube video and like utilize like, well, we're already traveling.
Sure.
I'm doing a show that night. There's a lot that you would put in like a vlog style thing, but I want to give ourselves like challenges, unclosed loops, they call them. So it's like, today we're going to give away 100 pickleball paddles. We are going to beat strangers in pickleball. We're going to meet up with a pro player, and I'm going to tell a pickleball joke that makes people laugh.
Nice.
We have until midnight.
Yeah.
And then so it's just like this whole crazy day trying to accomplish these things. And so we brought a whole extra suitcase just for the paddles. And so that was my check bag. And so occasionally I'm taking stuff from my normal clothes bag and putting it in the check bag. So that's why it worked out great. It's like, I had very little in my bags.
But still not quite enough to just like put your check bag.
No, you know what it was? Isaac forgot shoes, and so he bought shoes at a Dick's Sporting Goods in LA.
You had to put them in your bag?
And the shoe box is still in there because he's got to return them, so suitcase couldn't fit.
Give me a break.
So it all meshes together. So it's not my fault.
No. I felt it. We see what you're saying.
For whatever reason, just forgot it. And so the main thing is, it'd be nice if I was like, hey, I was looking to upgrade that luggage anyway. This kind of works out. But the thing is, I love that luggage. I'm going to go back and buy the exact same thing again.
Yeah.
I can't even reframe this positively.
What do you have a little Jake Triplet tag on there or anything?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Of course, yeah. No, of course not.
Of course I wouldn't do that.
Of course that wouldn't make any sense. It's like distinct though. It's like a bright color or something.
Yeah. So they asked me to fill out like, do you have any details of it? And I said, yeah, it's gray.
Yeah.
It's the gray one.
It's gray. It has wheels.
Gray wheels, handle, extendable handle.
It's the one that has it's one of them zips all the way around. One of them's got like an outer edge zipper.
And if you look, feel free to look inside. Mine has clothes in it.
It's gonna have clothes.
It's gonna have clothes. It's size medium, so it's to distinguish it.
So that'll do it. Oh no. Well, they give you luggage tag. Well, no, they don't give you luggage tags for carry-ons, do they?
Correct. They do not.
Yeah, you're in trouble, buddy.
Yeah, I'm toast. So and I never see it again. Yeah, the main thing is just the bag. I guess I just got to buy a new like rolly bag, which I really like. The other thing I realized was, oh yeah, my razor. I got a big shoot. This is yesterday. I'm like, oh, I need to shave. And I remember 2 Christmases ago, my mom put an electric razor in my stocking.
Okay.
And I've been waiting for a rainy day to
Okay.
use it. So I remember that yesterday at like 8 a.m. I got to go to Correct Opinions. I'm like, I don't really have time to charge this. All good. I'm going to charge it right now. And so I go do Correct Opinions. I come back 4 hours later. I'm in a hurry. I got to go to this pickleball shoot. unplug it. And then I'm like, as you know, I like to shave while I drive. I'm driving to
What kind of animal you got?
Chicken and Pickle with my new razor from my mom. It was like, ooh, this is like a 3-headed thing. I'm not used to that. I'm used to like the 2, like, taquito things. What
You're just having a good
rollers.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're having a good time. You're having a good time.
You're having fun. You're having fun. I almost start with the right side of my face. And then,
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
4-hour charge? How small is this battery in here?
Where'd you get this from? Temu?
Yeah, where's my mom shopping? Impulse buys at TJ Maxx, probably. As you check out, I'm like, that's not right. Turn it on again. Oh, it fires up. I knew it.
But go fast, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm like, all right, okay, now I know what's happening. We have limited time. So, dude, I'm turning that razor on and jamming it into my face.
I've been there. Yeah.
Oh, it just hurts. And like, this is so dumb. Oh, this sucks. Because I've shaved the right side of my face. And so this is PPA week. All the pros are coming to town. All these other pickleball creators are coming to town. We've reserved Chicken Pickle for 4 hours. We're cranking out a ton of content. I'm like, I'm gonna have half my face shaved for most of this. I'm like thinking, I could cheat. Like if I'm aware of this, I could only have one side mainly on, whatever. And then I start to look at my console. I'm like, maybe there's a misfit toy down here somewhere. Sure enough, underneath a Whataburger placard thing.
Yeah.
I find the grossest razor covered in hair, and it's in there. I'm like, I can't believe there's an extra razor in here. Electric razor.
Electric razor?
An electric razor is in my console. Couldn't believe it. I've had this car maybe 2-3 years. How is there already a bonus one in the console? When did I accumulate that? So I'm like, this is amazing. What are the odds this has battery, though? If the brand new one that I charged for 4 hours doesn't have charge, this one has been baking in my car for 3 years. And sure enough, turn it on, works like a charm.
Dude.
It was awesome.
And you're
just
like,
my face.
This is great.
We're back. I'm clean. I'm clean. I couldn't believe it.
You go shake everyone's head. You're like, hi, I'm Jake Triplett. Like, showing
Nice
them both
to
sides.
meet you. Every time they're like, Jake, what do you think about that? Huh.
That's interesting. Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
That was fun, ups and downs. I texted the whole crew. I was like, hey, ETA 143. My razor just died. See you guys soon.
See you guys soon. Yeah. They're like, oh, so you're still at home because you're shaving? No.
Oh, you're going to get here quick.
Shaving in the car. You know how I do.
No, just got on the highway.
That is crazy. I feel like, I don't know if it's the same thing, but my electric toothbrush, it seems like it takes 24 hours to charge. Like, I don't know if that's just like part of it. Like I there was one time I charged it for like 12 hours, took it off thinking like, okay, I think we're good. And then it died shortly, like a couple days later. And I remember like a month ago, I bragged about how long my toothbrush
it feels like that should take a little time to charge and last forever. Because that's what most electric razors are too.
Maybe
they
it's
charge
just
up in 15 minutes.
Part of why they're cheap or something is because...
Maybe they don't hold the charge well.
Or maybe they take a long time to charge.
Maybe.
Because my electric razor charges, or like has a charge for a while, but maybe just takes a long time to get there.
Yeah, in my experience, you do not need 4 hours to charge your razor. And then they last for a really long time. But I knew I was like, this console razor, I'm never going to find the charger to that. So she was great. She'll continue to be a backup for however long she has to charge. But when bought a new one, so I'm excited.
Good. What kind did you get?
I believe Norelco. Oh. I was between 2 on Amazon.
Right.
Check the reviews.
Your funeral, man.
You go Braun?
What do I have? I think I have a Philips Norelco.
Yeah.
One blade. That's what they call it.
Whoa. One blade electric?
One something.
One love.
One love.
One day.
One love. I don't know what it's called now. Let's see.
It's from Modest Yahoo.
Dude, have you seen the video of Modest Yahoo? He's like all shaven and he's playing his song. Or no, some other guy is playing his song in like a Hawaiian coffee shop.
No.
You seen this? Tommy, you haven't heard of Modest Yahoo?
No.
You homeschooler?
He works with Philips Norelco.
Sorry, yeah.
He's always like shaving in.
Modest Yahoo, this Jewish musician from our high school, college time. And this guy was singing one of his songs. And Modest Yahoo is like, usually has like this big old beard. Looks like this, like, what do they call him? Not Yeti. Yeah. What are like the Jewish?
Yelnats.
Yes.
I don't know this Jewish word.
Yemen. It's not Yemen.
Jewish, old
Jewish Y.
man with
Look
beard.
Up Jewish Y.
Y word.
No, not Yama. Yenta. Is it Yenta?
Yenta? Isn't that
a Yiddish woman's name? I don't know.
It's like the matchmaker's name in Fiddler on the Roof, I think.
Yeshiva.
Jewish.
Yada.
Looks like a Jewish guy. Anyway, long beard. And then he's all clean shaven and he's like, dude, I love this song. He's like, I know, and he like he's like, you want to sing along with me? And so Mazyahu like sings the song with this guy, but it's like a tiny little coffee shop. It looks like it's like got like 5 people in it.
Like Scooters drive through.
It's awesome. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. What was the razor called? Still can't find it. So doesn't matter. Phillips, congrats with your razor, dude.
Thank you. Yeah. Crazy day.
Phillips one blade. Phillips.
It is. How does one blade work?
Well, it has
show me
like
that farm.
Yeah, it has different attachments. It's like a beard trimmer more than it is like a.
It's more your
shave.
speed. You know, you're not trying to go.
I'm not trying
just trim
to
up the beard.
If I want to go clean, I go with handheld. No, not whatever. You know what I'm saying. Analog. That a boy. Anyway,
Timon, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
How were your travels?
It was great. We went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It was a lot of like hiking.
Oh, a Ghosty recognized you, right?
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, I saw that. It was like I was just walking around. There's kind of an area in Gatlinburg. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Branson-y vibe, where it's just like got like a Ripley's, believe it or not, like all that type of stuff. But yeah, apparently I got recognized and didn't know it. So
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Did you feel a little violated?
I was like, oh, I mean, if you're gonna recognize me, like, give me the satisfaction. You know?
Yeah.
That's how it was with Topgolf Rachel back in the day. It was like someone knows Brad and not me. Why would they not say hi to me? I got to find this person.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, maybe.
Oh,
you don't think? your mom's like, Timon, you should find that girl.
Timon. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. That was cool.
I hear that Gatlinburg/Pigeon Forge is like the Branson of Tennessee,
because they have a Dolly Parton Stampede there.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I see why people say that. We like, I feel like our family doesn't tend to do the like that type of stuff anyway. We end up like hikes and like things like that. But yeah, I think so. Especially Pigeon Forge, as far as I know.
Okay.
I think that's where like the Dolly stuff is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolly World.
Something like that. Yeah.
Tommy, I want you to, you don't have to answer right now, but I think we should do like a ongoing segment where you tell us what you found out about us, like in the old episodes. Because like from time to time, you're always like occasionally texting us like, hey, I just listened to this old episode and it's so funny you said this or whatever.
Yeah.
So feel free to at any point catch us up to speed with what's going on in your old episode
if I
listening.
think of something.
That is a fun, like, just, you got 5 minutes every episode to just like, this is my notes from the episodes.
Here's kind of some things you said. Here's some accurate predictions. Because it's other ghosties do that. I mean, a couple weeks ago, they're like, Jake, it's so funny. I'm listening to episode 2018. You said June 2024 is going to be nuts. Like, wow.
Yeah.
It was by far the most nuts.
The most nuts ever.
Yeah. And other little predictions. And I think someone this week said that, Brad, you had similar like small talk advice back in 2020. So you're consistent.
I went back and listened to that, and it was like
really
the
spot
same
on.
thing. Yeah. It was hilarious how similar it was. Yeah.
It's just fun getting to do that. It feels like we've been doing it long enough where it's pretty easy to forget what you've said in the past. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some examples. Like I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm like probably within 30 episodes away from like when I come on.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I'm almost caught up.
It'd be fun for us to go back and listen to like early Timon. You know?
Yeah.
Like hear what he was like.
I would
back.
hate that. I can't listen to modern
like,
Timon.
You know, how much did we even involve Timon the first couple, 10 episodes or something? I don't know. Do you remember?
I don't know. I think it still varies how much like I have to say or whatever, but
right.
I don't know. I think it's been fairly consistent from what I
really
can't remember. I don't know. It probably was a little bit easing into it. I mean, the first time I was like switching, I didn't have a mic yet. So you guys were like,
oh,
I do remember that. It was like, you could say whatever you want because I couldn't defend myself.
That's a pretty fun bit too. We do like that. Yeah.
Like you could just make up stuff about me.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
That's fun to think about. So, okay. Paint me a picture. I was talking about this with Catherine. Catherine was like, did you see on the Facebook group, somebody recognized Timon? How crazy is that? I was like, it's crazy. And then we were talking about like, what does it look like when Timon's family travel? Like literally, physically, like, are you guys singing songs in the car? Are you guys getting on each other's nerves? Are you guys, are you guys listening to music? Are you like, what does it look like? Yeah. What kind of car are you driving, first of all?
Yeah. Okay. So our vehicle of choice is a somewhat old 15-passenger Ford something.
Okay.
It's like a E350 or something like that.
Okay. I'm going to stop you right there.
Yes.
Who sits where and how do you choose?
Okay.
I genuinely, I'm like so curious about all this.
Yeah. So for typical like non-road trip travels, we have like kind of assigned seats where it's like just to avoid, just to avoid, because if we didn't, like the fights that would happen every single time.
So just like we're going to church, get in your seats.
Yeah, you go to your seat.
Do you have to earn a seat, or what are the most coveted seats?
Yeah, good question. I like this.
I think the best seats are, so there's like when you get into the van, there's kind of gaps because you have to like people to walk like back. So like getting an edge seat, like that's close to that area because you have a little more leg room, I think that's like the best.
Yeah, it's like an aisle seat basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how it's decided, I think it's just like people. I think it's every few years. I feel like it's like, okay, let's revamp this.
Draft,
and people can kind of like say what they want, but at the end of the day, it's just like my parents like being like, we'll just do this.
Yeah.
Wow. So it doesn't seem to be in anywhere like youngest to oldest, or
not really. I think there's kind of, it's like the first two benches. There's so we still have the two youngest girls are still in like car seats, or booster seats or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like just in the middles of those seats, and then like at least one kind of older kid on a side of them. I think is kind of, and other than that, it's
kind of the formation,
just kind of free for all. Little boys are in the back.
Little boys in the back.
Little boys in the back.
Causing a ruckus in the back.
Okay, so where's your seat?
My seat is the second row back with the aisle seat.
Second row aisle's nice.
I like it.
You got long legs.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. We took a spurter van this weekend.
Oh, nice.
And,
that's fun.
It was a 4.5 hour trip just from like northern Los Angeles to like not even San Diego. Just like so much traffic. And,
dang. Yeah.
Isaac and I were in the deep back. Like I'm always like, I'll sit in the back. Sure. It doesn't matter where it's at.
Yeah. Back seat middle. I'm a Christian, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But what else were you saying? Like,
okay,
but like, what does it look like while we're traveling?
You gotta be singing, right?
Are we packing lunches? Are we stopping? Are we?
Yeah. So typically there's like maybe one, I would say one, maybe stop and get pizza.
Oh my gosh!
It's typically
call
like,
ahead.
We talking gas station pizza?
Yeah.
Pizza
no,
Hut
like
pizza? Little C's.
I think Little
Godfather's?
Caesars is probably the most common.
Yeah.
It's like pretty good deals, I think. And then other than that,
you call
it's
ahead
been
like
Domino's.
Carry out.
Well, Little Caesars.
I think so.
Yeah, but for that family that size, you buy them out.
I mean, Tymon's like 5 pounds.
I think
he's not eating a ton.
Probably call ahead. I don't know. I honestly am not sure. My dad does.
Okay.
You're in the second row. You don't care.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention up there. But yeah, and then like a lot of boring, gross snacks that we like pack.
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, I
like a fig Newton.
Kind of just like the stuff that's like, oh, I don't really want to snack on that. But I'm trying to think. What do we have? Like,
it's like a gluten-free.
Probably everything that we have too.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's just like the kind of stuff where it's like we have food at home instead of buying something. I don't know. I can't think of any examples for some reason. And then occasionally just like instead of stopping, we'll have just like cold sandwiches or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, not a lot of singing.
Okay.
The entire drive there, or pretty much all the drive there, we drove to Gatlinburg in two kind of sections. Like we stayed at a hotel because it's like 13 hours otherwise, which we did do on the way back.
Wow.
In a day, but then
shout out Brandon.
Yeah.
And Maria. Shout out your parents.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that whole pretty much the entire way there, I was editing a wedding video. I was like, I know with this road trip, I have like no excuse to not just be locked in the whole time.
Yeah.
And so I got like probably 85% of this wedding video like that I shot edited.
Let's try to guess the last 15%.
Like what part did he not get?
Yeah. Color correction. Now your turn.
Oh, RGB.
I like to dive further into that color. RGB color scheme.
Probably RGB. Probably.
Oh, thanks for leaving me that one. RGB.
I mean, let's go ahead and go. Tic-tac-toe. You go for the X in the middle first. So RGB. Yeah, I'd say color correction. I'd say probably captions.
Oh yeah, that's good.
On there.
Yeah, some subtitles for some certain like mic'd up parts.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, what else do you toss in there? Just some like opening and ending credits where you put like the husband and bride's name in cursive.
Yeah, right. Like a little
just married,
little graphic.
Brianna and David.
I think twist. he did 85% of the video perfectly. He does 5 minutes at a time perfectly. He color grades as he goes.
Yeah, it's just like it is fully picture locked perfect for 85% of the video.
I think that is the closest thing you said, probably.
Really?
Like I edit like a psycho.
Basically, I had like there's the 2 songs that I'm gonna include. Like I asked him what songs they wanted, whatever.
It's a beautiful night, looking for something fun to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you.
Yeah.
God gave me you for the ups and downs.
Those are your 2.
Sugar, yes please. Oh, that's the fun like reception one.
For the reception dancing one.
Yeah. But yeah, basically like for the entire, it's like a 5-minute, more like worship style song. That's like the backing for the whole first like 5-ish minutes.
Okay, Jake, what song is that?
Either Never Gonna Give You Up or Jesus Loves Me.
Your love never fails. Never gonna give you up.
And then the last like 2.5 to 3 minutes are like the more reception style stuff, which has a different song. And I have like, there's probably 30 seconds of just like blank, no footage.
But the song keeps
But
going.
the song is going. I need to like find stuff to like a little more things to kind of fill that out.
Sure.
And then a little more like fine tuning of the color grade and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe some volume adjustments.
Maybe some volume.
It's important.
What's the fun dance reception song?
It's a song called "Way Back" by Henrik.
Oh, I know Henrik. Don't know Way Back.
It's pretty good.
But I think Brad knows how it goes.
Wait, no, all to myself.
Way back. Way back.
Not way back. Not way,
Way back.
back. All to myself, I think is what it's called.
See, my grandmas don't dance. They just pull up their pants and celebrate marriage. Way back. What is this?
It's a really pretty song.
Yeah,
all to myself. That's another.
All
Henrik song.
to myself. Don't wanna be.
I think it's to the tune
The
of
whole wedding is Titanic themed.
John Legend's All of Me.
All to myself.
Yeah.
All to yourself.
Because it's no marriage.
Dancing with your grandma. And you have some punch and mints.
Yep.
And you'll give me all to myself.
That's going to be a great wedding video.
That's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet, man. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. And then hotel. We cramming all 10 of you.
Hotel.
10 of you? 8 of you?
Yeah, 10 of us.
10. Yeah. Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 rooms.
Okay. Only 2?
Yeah.
Wow. I figured it'd be boys, girls, and parents.
I think it was.
There's pallet on
If
the
I
floor.
remember, I think
Pallet's fun.
there might have. Was there one pull-out couch in one of them?
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh, sweet. Must be nice, Imps.
Wow.
Doing all right.
It was either that or that might have been a different time, and I think maybe the 2 youngest girls slept on couches.
Okay.
Might have been how it was, but yeah, can't remember.
Sweet. That's so fun. But
All right.
it was a good time. You had
It was a great time.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Watching some Olympics in the evenings. That was fun.
Did you guys grow up like?
I've heard of the Summer Games.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Growing up, like obviously now, how old is the youngest? I should know this.
Shoot,
6-ish.
6-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, around Hattie's like
Yeah.
to where she's obviously very like she can do stuff on her own.
Yeah.
Like growing up, did you guys still go on vacation? Like, did your parents make it a point of like, we're going on vacation even though we have a 6-month-old and a 1.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old? And like,
I think it's getting increasingly easier for sure.
Sure.
And like maybe a little more common. But I think we still tried.
Yeah.
And we still like, I mean, there'd be some chaos, but like, and there still is. But yeah, I mean, we still did a decent amount.
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
obviously
great.
you have relatives in Illinois, and so you're.
But
probably
yeah, then
visiting
again, it's
them.
like vacations are typically, Illinois or
Yeah.
where else? Like occasionally, I feel like for like longer distances or like random, more specialized places, it'd be like maybe a few kids.
Yeah.
And then like leave the rest with grandparents or something like
Tough.
that. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Timon's vacation update has been brought to you by Good Ranchers.
Has it? We have new copy from them?
Do we not? Do we need a new copy?
Yeah, because the Summer Games are over, Brad.
Are they already?
By the time this comes out.
Oh, I missed it.
What?
What?
When did
Wait,
they do the closing ceremony?
how? What? No. Oh, you're right. Well, we still got to record something.
All right.
Here's what we'll do. We will record and then generically like have like little spots for us to overdub the right things.
Great.
Okay. So
Good Ranchers has a new promo for you guys.
Yes. So the new promo is
Labor Day's coming up, obviously. So take advantage, get a free add-on for a year when you subscribe now. Chicken, ground beef, bacon, or salmon, all American, all delicious. And free shipping.
Isn't that incredible?
And you have to use the promo code GRKC to get all those things.
Right.
Because as a reminder, you're supporting American farmers, American ranchers, and America as a whole.
As a whole.
America GDP.
Yep.
You care about it?
We brought home the gold. Now it's time to send the gold your way. Still doing American summer games. Hey, but if you don't know, Good Ranchers, they sell the best chicken, the best beef, the best seafood, the best bacon, pork, whatever you want, dude. They got it, dude.
Treat yourself. I'm not even asking you to buy some. I'm saying just start off, treat yourself by going to their website, goodranchers.com, and just see all the fun combinations of like subscriptions and boxes that you can get. Because you're going to start salivating. You're going to start getting hungry. Next thing you know, you're going to say, well, I'm going to buy that stuff anyway. Might as well support the boys, support America, get some stuff from Good Ranchers. I am going to get this organic chicken box.
Right. Better than organic chicken.
That's what it is.
Jake.
Sorry, I don't have goodranchers.com pulled up in front of me.
Bookmarked? You should. Yeah.
Bookmarked.
So anyway, one more time, the big promotion they're doing, Jake.
I'll say it. So it's threefold. Hopefully.
First off, GRKC gets you $25 off your first box. You get free express shipping and, of course, free in every box for a year, boneless chicken breast, Angus ground beef, applewood smoked bacon, wild-caught salmon.
And free shipping.
That's crazy, yeah. But you have to use our promo code GRKC at goodranchers.com. Oh, man. We should just keep that in there and then put another ad after this of like, here's what it really is. That's pretty funny, like, listening to us just be like...
Just breathing loud.
Oh, man. Anyway, thanks, Ty, for the update. My update this week, Hattie has been gone at camp.
Dude, you sent me that picture, and that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was so awesome.
Her, like, they have 3 different parties. They tell you the theme, and so you're obviously trying to think of costumes, and so I sent Jake a picture of Hattie dressed up like a pirate at our house, like testing out her outfit. Like, we're going to camp tomorrow. Man, yeah, it's been interesting.
What does Bo think of that?
Week.
Even just like dressing up for our camp that he can't go to. Is he pretty bummed?
I don't know. I mean, no, he hasn't like expressed stuff like that necessarily. So Bo went with us to drop Hattie off, and we're gonna have him come with us again to pick her up.
Cool.
Which I think I'm more excited about their reunion than I am like our reunion with Hattie.
Cool.
Just because obviously Bo, like that's his biggest playmate in life is Hattie, and so he's just been asking us like, do you want to play Candyland? Do you want to? Maybe we could go outside and do that, because like Rosie is fun and they play together, but it's obviously different because she's so much younger than him. And so, yeah, he didn't necessarily like, he was kind of overwhelmed when we went to camp. Like, just like, I was like, do you think this is cool? And he just nod his head. He like wasn't talking much. We did get him a snow cone that loosened him up a little bit.
Took the edge off.
Yeah. But man, it was interesting. Like Catherine and I both, I think, got a little bit emotional. Like as Hattie went up there.
How could you not?
I know, 100%. Like it was just like, and like even like, so the way it works at our camp and probably your camp too, Jake, but like they get introduced, like every single kid goes up on top of the platform, on top of the stage and gets introduced over the microphone to everybody. And then they say, this is what cabin you're going to, or, we call them barns, barn number 1, whatever. And so, like, I mean, Hattie could not have been more just like a shell of herself on that platform.
Rachel and I got done with a mile 2 nights ago, right when Catherine stepped outside to water her plants. It was like incredible timing. So we stopped over, and I think this is when you were on your staycation, which we'll talk about more.
Last night? 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And then she showed us that picture of Hattie, and like the most meek body language, just almost hiding behind her. And
like, I mean, which is just her personality to an extent. Like, she just takes.
She's not going to be like cabin 1.
No, I think even after her 5th year, she won't do that. Probably, like she'll be more comfortable. She has more of an expectation, but she's just taking it all in initially. And so, luckily, I learned later the program's girl at K Country was a Ghostrunners listener.
How great is that?
So she like came up and like was holding her hand, like was so sweet with her to introduce her. This is my friend Hattie. She's gonna be in bar number 1, which we were so excited because Catherine was literally like, that was her cabin back in the day, was barn one.
Barn one, cabin one. That's the best.
I mean, biased because Catherine was barn one. I was also barn one for the boys. But we think like barn one counselors are like, there's a reason, like those people get chosen there to be put there for like a reason. They're good with the youngest kids, or they're more tenderhearted, more like whatever.
I had no idea that was the case till like my 4th year at camp. And then I heard like Ward kind of mention that. And I was like, oh, I did barn one or cabin one 2 years.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dude, that's a huge, you didn't know that?
I had no idea. I was like, it's just random probably.
The fact you did it 2 years is a huge compliment.
I had no idea. And that's why me, you, and Catherine all got selected for the first cabin.
There's something there, you know?
That's pretty cool.
And what was really cool was, so we don't have very many connections at camp anymore. One of them is obviously the directors are still the same people. They've been there for 15 years or something like that. But then the assistant director was one of my co-counselors in Barn One back in the day.
Sizelove?
Sizelove.
Yeah, that's great.
And
what a last name, by the way.
Yeah, Jake Sizelove. He was freaking, like, he was a linebacker at Tulsa.
I bet he gets randomly security checked.
Yeah.
Sizelove.
We call him Jake Size Large. Yeah, he's freaking just a jack guy. He's the assistant director now, and his daughter we were co-counselors Barn One together. I was his first co, and it was my second year, his first year. You know, he's an awesome guy. And his daughter was at camp, also in Barn One.
Wow, the same term?
With Hattie, yeah.
Wow.
And so, like, I'm like, that's a cool little narrative of, like,
how sweet.
We're all together, you know.
So you like Hattie, go make friends with her.
Well, it was after we already left that we figured this out. Like, after we'd already said goodbye to Hattie. And it was so funny, like, Catherine, you know, like the parents, I don't know about K West. So Jake was at the middle school camp. We were at the elementary school camp. And so the parents were probably a little more coddling for ours. But like the parents would always come in most of the time, help them set up their bed, put away all their clothes and everything. And so Catherine was kind of doing that. And I was just entertaining Bo. We were looking at the putt-putt course and getting snow cones and checking out the water slides and stuff. But apparently the conversation, like they got all their stuff, Hattie's stuff put away. And then Catherine's like, okay, how about we go meet Bo and Dad? Let's go find them, see what, you know. And Hattie's just like, well, why do I have to come with you? And it was like, Hattie's like, or Catherine's like, I guess you don't.
You're right.
Bye. like Catherine was like, I guess this is it. I didn't think it was going to be, you know, on one hand, it was like so healthy that Hattie was like,
that is a good sign. She was like ready to like be at camp.
She's like, this is my cabin. These are all the cabin mates. My counselors are here. Why should I go with you? But on the other hand, you know, Catherine's like, okay, here we go. So
happening.
Anyway, it's just been one of those things like twice a day they post pictures on their website.
Oh, you checking that like it's Instagram?
It's like 500 pictures. Oh, and I'm going through every single one, you know, looking for her in the background.
Yeah.
And like we're overanalyzing everything. Like it looks like she's at a water activity, but her hair wasn't wet. Why is she not participating? Oh gosh, that smile. I don't know if it looks real or fake. Or oh my god, like I don't know. She's not really like she's in the background. These girls are in the foreground taking a picture with their arms around each other, and Hattie's just in the back. Like is she not making friends? Like I eventually told Catherine, was like, I think we need to like chill out on looking at these photos if we're gonna be this.
But you are finding her pretty often in the photos.
Not a ton, like maybe four pictures a day or something like that. Maybe 4 or 5. But I can't wait. We're picking her up in a couple days and I'm excited. I'll report back next week about how it all went. But yeah, it was just fun to be back there, back at camp. And, it's just it felt like in some ways I was like, I'm ready to be a counselor right now.
I know.
I'll do it. So met another programs guy actually at K Country, Grant Huderberg's cousin, Reese Atkins. You know him?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Ghosty.
Yeah. He was like, dude, I love the Ghostrunners. I was like, cool. Thank you.
Cool.
So we got some connections there. So hopefully Hattie will be treated well. But anyway.
That's great. Yeah. I cannot wait to hear what Hattie thinks of it.
Yeah. And it's just an amazing like experience in parenting. And it's really cool. Like, cause Catherine is definitely like the more strict parent, I would say, like the more like keep them in line parent. But at the same time, like it was much harder for her to like let go of Hattie than me. Like I was just like, no, this is necessary for Hattie to grow as a person, to like be on her own. And I just think there's something innate in mothering versus father, you know. So it's been an interesting week just experiencing life without Hattie, you know.
I bet.
And it's like weird because we haven't even been able to communicate with anybody. Like it's not like we've been without her.
It's not like she's at your parents' house.
Yeah, my parents or Catherine's parents or something, but it's still like, hey, how's it going? Good. Okay, cool. Now it's like, hey, this new environment for her that she's never experienced.
Hope she's not homesick and is doing fine or isn't having an allergic reaction to anything.
Right. Hope she's getting enough sleep or whatever it is. Yeah. But hope she's showering. Like,
whatever. She's having the time of her life.
I hope so, man. So, anyway, because of that, it's just been a little bit of a different week. It's been a fun week.
Has she, do you think she's been drinking water?
Yeah, because they have plenty of access to it.
That must be nice. What if I told you more than 10 people in the world don't have access to clean drinking?
What?
Now,
10,
what if...
How many?
Well, 10.
Oh,
but
I shouldn't have spat. 10?
What if I told you spit out your water at that? The real answer is 1.8 billion.
No way.
It's true.
That really is.
That's what the
1.8 billion is genuinely unfathomable for me as a number of people.
1.8 billion people rely on unsafe drinking water, and 3.5 million people, mostly children, die annually from water-related diseases.
Yep.
Massive, massive problem going on in the world. You guys know about this organization. We've been sponsored by them for a number of weeks now, but it's Healing Waters International. They're outstanding, an amazing organization. You guys have been very generous donating to them thus far, but we're not done.
We're not done.
They're awesome.
Yep. We're continuing to raise money specifically for the poorest state in Mexico, Chiapas, Mexico. And if everyone continues to do their part, we're just going to be able to see massive change down there. And so as of right now, we've raised over $14,000, $10,000 of those dollars, which will be matched. So that's $24,000 we've raised.
That's crazy.
This is week number 6 that we've been doing this, I believe.
Our little old podcast.
It's awesome.
Those are the coolest sponsors, probably. Just like
cool.
If nothing else, whatever happens, this podcast, whatever, anything. It's just like, if nothing else, we gave a village water.
Totally.
It's awesome.
Just an entire community, it says on this website, which is give.healingwaters.org, entire community for $750 provides 5 families with safe drinking water for a year. So a monthly gift of $100 provides safe water for an entire classroom. Wow. Think about that. I mean, that's a very generous donation, $100 a month. But to say, like, look at this classroom of kids
for a whole year, have all their water needs met.
So I mean, even if it's $30 one-time gift provides a child with safe drinking water for an entire year. A monthly gift of $25 provides safe water for 10 children for a year. $25 a month. So if you feel so called, if you feel so led to donate to this cause alongside of us, they're supporting us. We want to support them back. It's give.healingwaters.org/ghostrunners. We'll have the link in our descriptions as well. But once again, give.healingwaters.org/ghostrunners to, help out this global issue of not having safe drinking water.
Go get them.
Go get them.
All right. So you had a little work time to yourself, little Econo Lodge time, huh?
Yeah, I had that thought. So I was like, I could never do this in a hotel. I think that'd be just really? Too. I don't know what. I mean, I could do it. I went to a family friend's lake house, the same one that we did our retreat at.
Yep.
A couple of years ago, just for like basically 24 hours, just to kind of really solidify and hone in and get more details on these talks that I'm doing here in a couple of weeks for that father-child retreat. How
do you feel about the progress you made?
Good. I think it's just a matter of like kind of partially executing, partially like organizing just a little bit more, making slides and or printouts or something like that. Just to help. I always appreciate when there's something to help follow along.
You gotta.
And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm a big fan of like, 3 words on a slide or something like that. Like just something to like keep them engaged.
Yep.
But
slides help the speaker too. Kind of help you stay organized.
Yeah.
Or, totally. Helps your memorization a little bit.
But yeah, I feel like I've just been consuming a lot of information and trying to regurgitate it in my own ways. But yeah, there's 4 talks plus 2 devos plus I think 3 or 4 times of worship that I'm, supposed to be leading songs for. So it's a little bit of a Brad Ellis weekend, like hopefully it's a Jesus weekend, but hopefully, but it's a lot for me to like take on, and it's been fun. I really enjoy what I'm working on and talking about. I got home last night and took the kids to the park. And Catherine's like, I'll come too. And I was like, sweet. And so the kids were playing on the playground. And Catherine and I just talked for like 45 minutes about all this stuff I'm thinking about and learning about. And so
when is it again?
It'll be the end of August.
Oh, wow. That's much sooner than I thought.
August 23rd through the 25th. Yeah. So like basically 2+ weeks.
Wow. Okay. No wonder you did that when you did. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good for you. Like
it was one of those things where it's like, I have ideas. I have general outlines. I've been working on this for a while, but like, I need to know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I need to know, like, because on one hand, I was like, I have like semblances of 6 different talks, but it was like, okay,
let's nail it down.
Let's figure out, like, do I add a few of those elements together into one talk? Which talks do I do in what order? Like, what would it make sense to talk about first so that the next one makes more sense and all that stuff. So
it's going to be awesome. I hope other ghosties get to see it and
I don't know.
Back
and, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's not public. I'm sure you could go to it, but yeah.
I have complete confidence that you will crush it and pull it off. You know what the one thing I'm worried about is? You losing your voice at some point.
Oh, really?
If you're having to sing and talk and maybe talking to people throughout the day.
Yeah, maybe so.
Protect it, brother.
Okay. Good thought. I'll get
throat
some
coat, honey,
tea,
any
honey. You have any throat coat, honey, lemon? No, nothing like that. Any?
Honey?
Every once in a while, Bo does stuff like that. It's just so good. Yeah, that's a good word. I think the main thing that really kills my throat is when there's loud environment around me.
You have to talk loud.
And I'm talking loud.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think it's a matter of like, I don't know, maybe it is. But like at camp, ironically enough, I only lost my voice once.
Yeah.
But at, Gulf Shores, I lose my voice every time. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see.
That's cool. So when this comes out, that's in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, and like next weekend, I'm going to Memphis for a fantasy football draft. So I'm like,
oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get it done in the next 10 days, basically.
Right. So shout out to Catherine for, allowing me this time. So, because I was like, I'm sorry. I know that, because Hattie in some ways being gone is a little bit of a relief, but in a lot of ways, she does so many like...
She could take Bo and play with him or something.
Or just so many 10-second little favors. Like, hey, can you go shut the door for me? Hattie, can you go take this to the counter? Whatever. Like,
yeah.
Can you go get Henry's burp cloth for us? Like, just little easy things that's
nice.
Really nice to have her for. So, but yeah, she was great with it. Very supportive. So went and did that. And it was so good to just get away, unplug a little bit.
I bet. That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Currently trending in my life. Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
I think TJ talked about Opal, that like screen time app.
Uh-huh.
I went not a step farther. I went in a different direction, but similar idea. Have you heard of Brick?
People say really good things about Brick. I've seen Facebook ads about Brick.
Dude, I got a Brick.
I don't know what it is though.
Okay, so it's a literal little cube thing that's magnetic. So I just put it on our fridge. And the idea of it is it's supposed to help with screen time and your addiction to your phone or whatever. So you set whatever it means to be in brick mode. I keep calling it bricked up, and then I'm like, well, I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but basically, like the idea of it is like turning your smartphone into a flip phone or whatever you want to call it. So like you can customize it. I have Google Maps or I have Spotify still on there, whatever, so I can still listen to stuff, but I can't get on Instagram. I can't get on my internet browser, whatever. And so when you get bricked up, you go into brick mode, and the only way to turn it off, like with Opal, it was like, hey, are you sure you want to be on Instagram? You have to wait 90 seconds before it's actually going to pull up, and you have to have this phone screen up the whole time. The only way to get unbricked is to literally take your phone and like it's like a QR code kind of thing. Like you have to tap the brick. And so if I'm out, at whatever, I'm out working at your house and I want to get on my Instagram, the only way I can get it is like by going back and physically being by my brick.
Really?
Yeah. And so I've been bricked up for a while, brother.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Right now, it's like I still have my calendar, Google Maps, phone, notes, whatever, Venmo. Slack.
Well, that's good. You got Venmo.
Yeah. Well, honestly though, like
spontaneous. I need to pay you right now.
Oh, shucks. 38 hours been bricked up.
Straight.
Supposed to call your doctor after 3, brother. Yeah, straight in a row. It's kind of a point of pride at this point of like, I'm not getting on there.
I'm gonna keep going.
And to be fair, I've been on my computer, so like I checked the Facebook group, the Ghostrunners Facebook group on my computer, but it's way less.
But still, screen time on your phone, it's gonna go way, way down.
Yeah, 100%, which has been awesome. So shout out to Brick.
That's pretty cool.
Big Brick man.
Yeah, currently trending.
Yeah,
Bricky.
So
That's pretty cool.
it's kind of fun. And like, hey, if you guys, we could all community Brick.
Maybe.
You can have as many phones as you want on one brick.
Really? So we could all have to go to your house.
Yeah.
Time
kind of fun.
That sounds
That's
fun.
kind of like alternate weeks where I have access to stuff. I just come back and tap the brick.
And you can customize. There's like 5 different modes. Brick mode. Like, so I call one of them Psycho, where it's like literally everything except for Google Maps, I think, is off. And like, I think there's some that you can't turn off, like messages and phone, maybe.
Okay.
But then there's like church mode, where it has, notes and Bible and Spotify, I think, on the way to church or whatever.
Okay.
That's it. Like, and there's work mode. So
You ever seen that mode on your phone already that's like the black and white?
yes, Celia O'Brien told me about that.
I did that
yes,
for
that's
a
right.
while.
Yeah.
And it's like all those things like eventually you get used to it. And eventually it's like you're still it's like
really?
it can
I don't think so.
you don't think with the gray?
You think you got used to it?
I kind of did. But then again, I also just got like eventually, I mean obviously just like it's frustrating and annoying, and especially if it's like maybe I edit something and I want to like I don't know, it's tough.
So you don't get used to it.
But
That's the definition of not getting used.
That's fair. You're right. I think it was more like probably I just got pretty quick at going and finding it and turning it off.
Really? You would like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just know, you figure out where the setting is.
Yeah. Celia was like, that's a great way to not be on your phone as much because you won't be as stimulated by it. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Lucas was doing that this weekend.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, black and white.
Isn't
Nice.
that interesting? Like we're paying, like I paid, this brick thing was $45, I think. I'm like paying money to just make somebody not let me do something. And it's like, that's the point we are in society right now.
Yeah, it's like you spend so much money on a phone that can do anything. You're like, well, I'd like to pay more money to make it do less.
Yeah, totally. Like, why not just buy a crappier phone? It's like, well,
every now and then, Instagram's awesome.
right.
You gotta
I
be
need
on
it. I have to have it, but
Yeah, that's funny.
so get bricked up, guys.
Brick 'em.
Brick them up. Brick them tech.
I went to start talking about the shows this weekend, and then I realized I just talked about the luggage. But the shows this weekend were really, really good. That first show in Boise was so loud and so fun, and
Sweet.
yeah, it's just I'm just having a ton of fun. Like when I'm on stage and performing, I'm like, this is really fun.
Yeah.
People are really laughing. I'm enjoying this. It's still like playing with jokes. It's still trying to like improve them and different stuff, which is fun. Had some good crowd work and fun memories. But yeah, Boise was great. Went to dinner with Paul Shira.
In Boise? Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. Paul Shira. He has 2 kids who live in Boise. That's kind of fun. We went out to dinner afterwards, went to a little Mexican spot, realized, oh man, I haven't ran my mile yet. Because it was so hot during the day. I was like, I'm going to wait. It's so with like 2 enchiladas in my stomach, I had to run a mile at like 11:15 at night. It was
little verde salsa.
yeah, brutal. And then
Good for you for continuing on though.
yeah, every day, but the Stitches day, I ran it. And then we go down to Thousand Oaks, which is a nice little suburb of northern Los Angeles, kind of like Calabasas, Malibu, like a nice area.
Is that where some football stadium is?
I don't know.
I would look on my phone, but I'm bricked up. So
Can't.
Yeah.
Bricky. It's where Josh Horton lives, but he was out of town. Would have been fun to see him.
maybe that's what I was thinking of. It wasn't SoFi Stadium. It was Josh Horton.
Could have been.
Josh.
And so that was really fun. So that was a fun day. I was like, all right, for the first time, I'm going to attempt like one of these like YouTube videos. And like I said, the 100 paddles thing. And it was just, I had a blast. Just me and Isaac just like waking up so early for this like early flight. And I was able to, I had this thumbnail idea in my mind beforehand. I really want to get this shot of like us handing a paddle to a pilot still in his cockpit. I think that's such a fun thumbnail. I'd rather not have to like fake it. Like I want it to just like be like a real part of the video. And we ended up getting it on our second flight or something, I think. No, maybe it was that flight. Well, either way, we got the shot, and that was really fun. And they were like overjoyed. And the flight attendants got paddles. At TSH, it's got
That's
paddles.
awesome.
Uber
Yeah.
drivers got paddles. Girls at Chick-fil-A gave them paddles. So it was just a really fun day, just doing all this stuff and knocking it all out, and got hooked up this.
You went places to like give away paddles, not just like on the pickleball courts.
Yes, I mean it was kind of just like doing what we would normally do a little bit. So Isaac, I changed our flights to get there as early as possible.
Okay.
And we're like, well, let's go to Chick-fil-A because we're going to, need food. And then we got hooked up to Calabasas Pickleball Club. It's like a really nice part of Los Angeles. They have their own private pickleball club. They hooked us up with courts. That was really fun. Except we got there at noon, and this is like the valley of Los Angeles. So it was like 95 degrees. So no one else was there.
Oh.
So it was like, who wants some paddles? And just an empty court.
Did you do that for the video?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But we gave their pro shop like a ton of paddles, and we were able to meet up. I saw this one pro player posted that he was in Malibu. So like, I'm going to hit him up. So that was like a fun part of the video. Like, I'm going to DM him. And I'm like, what should I DM him? I'm going to say this, this, and this. And then he DM'd us back when we were in the Uber. Like, yes, let's go.
That's
fun. And so we filmed with him for a little bit. It's really fun.
That's fun to like, so you vlogged all this.
Yeah, we filmed everything all day long.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm really going to craft the story and do a lot of like voiceover stuff and narration. And
cool.
It's going to take forever.
Kind of I was going to say that's involved, but
I think I want to edit it the first time just to give like any future editor, like this is kind of what we're looking for, and I'll.
This is our template.
Yeah. So really fun day. And this is like Los Angeles. So I was like, hey, I should like, one, hit up my LA friends who are here, and two, like anyone who like, is like a semi-celebrity or whatever who's in Los Angeles. It'd be fun to hit them up too. So I chose two people. One was Elise Patton, the originator of Mama.
Hey, Mama.
She's DM'd me back before. And so I was like, hey, I'm just going to hit her up. And so I was just like, hey, no reason you would really say yes to this because we're not even actually friends, but I'm like doing a show tonight and it'd be fun if you came. And she responded in like 60 seconds. It was like, this sounds so fun. I can't make it. And I was like, dang it. Oh, that would have been so cool to get to meet her. And then the other person I DM'd the day of was a guy. He is my new obsession on YouTube. His name is Preston.
Okay.
I've been begging Timon to watch his videos for 3 days.
I will.
Timon says he will.
Sure you will. It's not like he's had like hours to watch them.
No.
What's his name?
Preston Goes.
Goes?
Yeah, like Preston Goes places or whatever.
Okay.
Anyone out there, he's for you. If you're wondering, like, is this guy for me? Family friendly, amazing guy. You're going to see his title of the videos. You're going to think, I don't care about that. Click on it anyway.
Cool.
He is an unbelievable storyteller. He's got the best personality. I'm just obsessed with this dude.
Yeah.
And then I look him up on Instagram. I had been following him on Instagram for a while, I will say that, but just recently been binging all of his YouTube stuff. And I noticed on Instagram, like, it seems like he's a believer, and based off like our mutual friends and some of his posts and everything. And I was like, I think we have 15, 20 people that we like might both know.
Okay.
Because he's from Atlanta, now he's in LA. And so I was like, I'm just gonna hit him up. Why not? And I was like, hey. And he responds back too. And it's like, dude, this sounds so fun. Me and my friends were looking for something to do tonight. I was like, great, you should come.
Dude, cool.
And so then we're like DMing back and forth. And then at the last second, he's like, dude, we're not going to be able to make it. Like, that would have been so fun. Would have been so cool. But if nothing else, the two people I tried to hit up at least responded to me. So that's fun.
This
maybe
guy,
someday.
Some of his latest video, I flew to Africa to race a giraffe.
That's such a fun video. I'm going to make Rachel watch that video because you get to see his wife in it a ton, and Rachel's going to like fall in love with his wife, I know. And yeah.
I motorized my bike with no experience. I tested the Cybertruck rental service.
That one's great.
My remote control submarine explores a sunken aircraft carrier. See, it's just interesting. I built an ultra realistic Starbucks for my movie. Looks like a tiny version of Starbucks.
Yeah.
Music video shot on Apple Vision Pro. It sounds like something Time would want to watch.
Yeah.
How I have finally met Ryan Trahan. Just another fun.
You would love him too because he's kind of a builder. He'll like build stuff.
It looks like if you made that little Starbucks thing.
I don't even like care about that. It's just like it's the story and taking you along.
That's when you know somebody's good. Is it's like, I don't care about this, but you make me care about this.
Yeah, all the time I'm invested. Like, dude, I hope you get to ride a horse next to that giraffe. That does sound awesome. I hope you get it, dude.
Dude, that is a funny thing to say, but also really funny. They're really cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Preston Goes.
Yeah, check him out. Win of the week. No, but that show was good. And then where else do we go? Then back-to-back casino shows. This first casino was in Valley Center, kind of San Diego area. And I look at my key card, or whatever, room key, and it says, you're a key to Funner. I was like, I hate this.
Funner?
You're a key to Funner.
Golly.
I was like, get out of here with that.
Name 5 words that don't exist. One, funner.
Funner.
Yeah.
Come to find out, they did one of those things where just the casino is its own city, and the town is called Funner. Like we were in Valley Center, California, but as long as you're in the casino, you're actually in the town of Funner.
No, it's actually that it had one of those water slides that's like a funnel, and there were a lot of Asian people, and so they call it a funner. Come to find out as well, because I'm seeing Martin Short everywhere. He's every elevator that opens. Martin Short's like toasting you. Martin Short.
He's just everywhere. I'm like, how much did they pay this guy to be all over? Does he know he's everywhere? He's the mayor of Funner. I don't know how that works or what the cost is there.
So there's just a town. Like how do they just get towns? How do they make
post office?
You just have enough money. You can just say like, hey, we want this area to be a town.
Yeah.
Or like Buc-ee's. How did Buc-ee's just be like, you know what? We're gonna rezone this thing to
We're
be
Springfield now.
Sorry, Stratford.
City planners, I guess. I don't know. Mark Branjanowitz.
So just Funner.
They're Funner now. Martin Short's the mayor.
What can we get a town?
Sure.
What should we call it? We call it
Tymonston.
Tymonston.
It's spelled like Tymon's Town, but that's not how you pronounce it.
Ghost Town.
It's Ghost Town.
Ooh, scary. No, it's not about ghosts.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
That's cool.
It's in the name, but it's not about it.
Yeah.
And then last show was another casino show, and we flew to Reno. And Reno, Janelle Beniel lived there for a little bit. I need to talk to her about it because maybe they have some nice suburbs, but downtown, it reminded me of Atlantic City, just like a lot of casinos. And I bet it was great in the 80s, but nothing has changed. Like there's just no renovations. And wasn't that cute? Renovations.
Is that where you fly in to go to Tahoe?
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I know about.
I think so.
Yeah, that's like kind of their thing that's probably keeping them afloat.
Maybe.
It's like we got enough tourism coming from
Tahoe. Yeah. But honestly, the shows were great because, those casino shows were maybe not awesome. I don't know what was in the water in Reno. It was a Sunday night. They were fired up. It was an amazing show. All of them really were, though.
Maybe like that. Maybe Reno is more vacation-y than whatever some of these other casinos that you go to. You know what I mean? Like, so therefore people there, even though it's a Sunday night, tomorrow's not a work day for them. Does that make sense? Like
maybe. Yeah. I mean,
so they're ready to hoop and holler.
Who knows? There were a lot of the ghosties. I think pretty much every ghostie I talked to drove from Sacramento after that show. Yeah. I was like, how long is that? Like 2.5, 3 hours. I had probably 8 different people I talked to that night. Came from somewhere like Northern California.
Is Reno closer to Sacramento than like LA would be to Sacramento?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know geography at all.
Reno is pretty up there in Nevada. They were also really adamant that I pronounced Nevada correctly. And I was like, oh, all I know is Nevada. I'm like, oh yeah, you got it. I was like, what are other people saying?
Nevada. Catherine's a Nevada girl.
Oh, Kath.
Nevada, gross. Colorado, Plaza.
Boo.
Yeah. Very southern. I think the Southerners might say Nevada. We say, we got that Nevada.
Yeah, I was already saying it the hillbilly way, which is how they prefer it, I guess.
Yeah.
Nevada.
California.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm glad that went well. You got one more show.
Yeah. The last hurrah. Everybody's coming out, which is going to be fun. Like, he's even flying Isaac out just to sell merch at one show. Okay. Both DJs are coming. I don't know how that's going to happen. Travis and Michael.
That's fun. They get a little DJ battle.
A little battle. Michael asked me, he's like, what song you want to come out to the last show? And I didn't really think about it for more than 5 seconds. And I said, Lose Control by Missy Elliott.
That's fun.
Would that be a fun show starter?
Yeah.
Music make you lose control.
When does he press play on it though? Does he announce you?
Great. He'll like press play as the song is building, and as the song is like getting hyped, then he'll like start announcing your name. Okay. He's so good. He's a man. We compliment him every show. Like, dude, you're such a pro at this.
Yeah, I can imagine. Just meeting him, like the way he talks is just
it's exactly how you want it to sound.
Gosh, Michael. That's fun.
Yeah.
So that's next weekend, not this weekend.
Yes, correct. Yep. Durham, Friday, August 16th, I think. Something like that.
Yeah.
We should get Michael back on.
Yeah.
He's coming. I think he's like with No Big Deal doing something. No Big Deal doing.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
I think he's coming through Kansas City at some point. It's like we should just.
Yeah.
Invite
Round 2. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I think he might be coming in October or something. Okay. Yeah, we should.
Let's do it. If we're not going to be in Napanee.
He somewhat opened for Forrest Frank. He DJs for No Big Deal. No Big Deal opened up for Forrest Frank, the first show of his tour.
Cool.
He said it was like a electric experience. He said it was really, really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Tymon's kind of out on Forrest Frank.
Timon wouldn't like it.
Timon, be honest.
I waver back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a super
he waffles.
Strong... Yeah.
Timon may not like Forrest Frank because I heard Forrest Frank doesn't drink Major Roasters. Can you believe that? He doesn't drink
What? No.
That's what I heard. Now that's hearsay. Is it my funny bone?
You.
I hit it so softly.
Where? On
the edge. I hit it on the edge.
Hit it on the padded edge.
No, it's firm.
Okay. That's like really hard though.
It's firm. It looks padded, but it's
Dang.
not. It hurt.
I'm really sorry. You know what doesn't hurt?
What?
Main Street Roasters going down your gullet, brother.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, this is probably Main Street Roasters Now calling from Geneva, New York.
Okay. Let's ask him.
Hello. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you. What do they have to gain from that?
3 beeps. Did you hear that? Boop, boop, boop. Main Street Roasters. 10% off.
Well, they call it the 3 beeps because it's kind of the 3 pillars, what they stand for. Beep 1, quality products.
Beep 2, small town, family, business.
Beep 3, vibes. That's what they stand for. That's what they told us. That's what I said. Do the 3 beep thing. Okay, guys, we're doing it. You wanted the 3 beeps. Main Street Roasters, quality products. Hey, we're talking coffee or non-coffee. Just goods of any kind.
Goods.
Clothing goods. Mug goods.
Yeah, all the goods.
Yep, bagged goods. What was beep 2?
That was family, like business.
Family business.
Yeah.
You go to Main Street Roasters like I have, everyone's last name is Miller there.
Uh-huh.
If not, they've worked with them or they've hauled them around in an Amish hauler alongside them.
If it's not Miller, it's Yoder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, tomato. Right. Miller Yoder. And then beep 3, vibes. Vibes on their website. Vibes in person. Vibes when you're smelling it. Vibes when you're tasting it.
Yep. I had Main Street Roasters this morning. Can you tell? Daddy's excited.
GRKC, 10% off.
That's right.
Because at Main Street Roasters, the vibes always go down smooth.
Let's start saying that.
That's what they say.
At Main Street Roasters, the vibes always go down smooth.
That's what they say.
That's fun. Oh, I wrote this down I forgot about this. I'm glad. This is why you write things down, I suppose. While I was on my little staycation, I did a little exploring. Went down to the dock. And they have like a little second floor deck on this dock. Thought it'd be a nice, relaxing time. But there were some boats out doing some skiing, and it really rocked that dock.
Okay.
But I was in one of those. It was one of those times where it was like, this. It would have been funny if anybody else was here. First, I kicked this rock and almost fall on my face. Now this, I was just sitting in one of those, like, what do you call it? Like lounge chairs, like one of those things where you can kind of like, it's your feet are extended, but you're on, you got a back to it.
Okay.
Right. Like,
yeah.
And it was on one of the taller settings. I wasn't extending the back too, what's the word? Obtuse.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it just fell back.
Oh no.
And I fell right flat on my back.
By yourself on a dock?
Just by myself, and like not even like a relaxing dock. Like it was kind of like boom. And I was just like, oh. And I propped myself back up, stayed there for about 2 more minutes, and then was like, I think I'm good here.
Got back on that horse.
This has not been what I wanted it to be. It was kind of like sunset time, so I was like, this will be nice.
Kind of reflect a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't. I'm getting seasick.
I wonder
if they have Dramamine anywhere in the cabinet.
Yeah, you could hear like Little John and the East Side Boys in the distance. It's like, this is not relaxing at all.
And then you fall in your chair. Oh, man.
All right, see ya.
All right, I'm going to go back. Inside is safe.
So, yeah.
That's pretty funny. I'm sorry. These things keep happening while you're by yourself.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Someday I'll record it, though.
Now my dad's calling. Could he
go.
be Geneva, New York? Yo.
Hey, what's going on?
Brad and I and Timon are recording a little podcast right now.
Really?
You really froze up there.
Brad, I was listening to the podcast today. I can't believe Brad hasn't watched the Olympics.
I've been watching.
You said on the podcast you haven't, so
well,
I don't know.
That was last week. Did you? There was a pole vaulter. You see the pole vaulter that broke the world record?
There is not a sport you can name that I have not watched. Yes, pole vaulting was amazing.
What about when the gymnastics when they gave the third place to one girl and then they changed it and gave it to the U.S. girl? That was crazy.
That has to be life-changing. I felt so bad for that little Romanian girl. I told Tricia, that doesn't even seem fair to do that.
I kind of agree.
I go, hey, you got bronze. And you go, yeah, just kidding.
I know.
Just wanted to see how you reacted. Yeah, that was. I didn't even feel good about the U.S. taking that. That was. Felt so sorry for that girl.
Because I think it's like one of those things where, like, if the roles were reversed, I think it's like, well, yeah, the U.S. wins everything. Like, that's okay that they didn't win. Romania, good for them. But like, you just kind of feel like a bully at that point, where the U.S. just like kind of unfairly, just like, I don't know, like paid off somebody. It felt like something was unfair with it.
I told Trish, I think like Simone Biles gets a little leeway in gymnastics because she basically ran out of the gym twice on her floor routine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she still came in second. I told Trish, you can't step off the mat that far. You know, and Trish was like, well, her start value is higher. And I go, well, then she needs to lower her start value because she couldn't do it. No, I love Simone Biles. I mean, it is just watch her do. It is amazing. I love everything about the Olympics, but I do love Simone Biles. We actually enjoyed the men's gymnastics more than we did the women's when they medaled in the team. That was so fun watching those guys, just how excited they got. And so, so this is weird because the reason I called Jake, I knew he'd been watching. Did you guys get to see the men's 1,500 meter race last night?
Oh,
saw highlights of it.
Rachel was telling me about it. I've seen the highlight, but I wasn't watching it live.
Yeah, it's because I was watching it and I thought, okay, well, Americans never. I mean, I'm just hoping for third place out of one of the three guys in it. And yeah, that was fun. That was probably the most exciting thing. That and the rugby was probably the two most exciting things I've seen in the Olympics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you watching the walk-off touchdown, the women's rugby thing?
I was not watching that. I just saw because I had seen the highlights of the big girl a couple of days before that could play for any NFL team tomorrow. It looked like if you took a decent NFL player and put him on a 7th grade football team. She ran around that corner one time and the girls would come up to and she would just shove them out of the way. It was unreal. And then so I've started following her and she's actually a very funny lady.
Is this Ilana?
I don't know what her name is. The big girl. Big girl.
I mean, they all play rugby, so I don't know.
It sounds like there's one girl that's more of a tank than the rest of them. Oh man!
But yeah, and then that was amazing. The finish on that, and so that men's 1,500 meter last night was amazing.
How about that neurobiologist, track and field runner from Harvard, the Gabby Wilson?
Beautiful. Gabby Thomas.
Gabby Thomas. I mean, unbelievable. Like, just as a person to be a neurobiologist major at Harvard, but also just an insane athlete like that. Those things almost seem like they should be mutually exclusive. You can't have both. You can't do both.
It's not fair. It is just not fair. Because, and I don't know, did you see the interview with her and her husband?
No.
Both of them are just very well spoken. I think they're both good Christian people. And I saw the interview with the two of them and they were amazing. And then she just came out and just, dominated that 200 meter.
That's cool.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Did you guys see the cyclist who used to be like a venture capitalist and everything? She's like 40 years old. She started cycling like full time like 3 or 4 years ago. In her 30s. US and won. Like she wasn't even supposed to compete. She barely made the team. She was an alternate, and then the main person dropped out. So I mean, she's like barely even making the event, and then she ended up coming in first.
Wow.
Don't remember her name. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That's really cool.
No, I did not see that. I have enjoyed the medley relays where they have the men and women. They've done it on track and swimming.
Yeah.
Is that new?
2 guys and 2 girls.
I've never seen that before. Is that new?
I don't know if it's new or not. I really don't remember, but it was fun. I know in the heat race on the 4x4, just our heat race, we broke a world record, and then I think we took a silver or bronze in the actual final. So.
Oh wow. Yeah, maybe it is brand new.
Now, there's some stuff I tried to watch, the kayak cross.
You didn't like kayak cross?
Well, no, because I thought, this will be fun. And then it never changed. It was the same every race. Whoever got in front, whoever got the jump won it. And then the two fighting for second and third place would just fight around every pylon. And to me, there just wasn't enough. Oh, that guy was in third. Now he's in third.
Yeah.
No, like, oh, okay. Well, you started out third. You're going to end third. And so, yeah, that's all I had. I just want to make sure you watch the 1500 meter. Yeah.
I love it, man. Summer Olympics are special.
Oh, yeah. Winter Olympics. Nobody cares about Winter Olympics. We'll still watch them all, but it's not fun. I mean, Summer Olympics, you just know we're just going to dominate. And you know everybody hates the US of A. It's just like going, all right, well, the United States is going to win it again. And then if we don't win it, we'll just tell the Ukrainian girl, hey, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just appeal and be like, hey, do you know we are America.
On the podium right now.
Yeah.
We have two, so sorry.
So funny, man.
All right.
Sounds like the cruise was awesome, Steve.
Dude, I don't know how you would take it if you've got 13 kids like you do. I mean, the expense on you would be crazy, but
someday
next time,
someday when we have 12 kids or 12 grandkids, we'll go with all of them and let the kids pay for themselves.
The cruise was I built it up pretty high and it met every expectation. And then even after we were home, I told Trish, it's a little bittersweet. She goes, how could it be bitter? I go, because it'll never happen again. Not with that group of people. It was, for me, it was a perfect vacation. And Steve Coop, I'm telling you, that was a fun, Coop made the whole trip. I mean, we all got along. We all had a great time. The only regret I have is that Coop got off the boat at Cozumel when we were doing the slide competition.
Oh, yeah.
Toilet bowl.
Man.
Yeah, because I tell all my customers, I go, those slides were designed for 12-year-old kids. We took the slide over. And, I mean, heck, we even recruited that one couple, and I'm going, dude, you got to try this.
Yeah.
So, Coop would have had a blast. And
so fun.
Now, Rachel wouldn't have had a chance just because weight-wise, I don't know if she would have made one trip around it, but it was, Steve Coop just made the whole trip. So fun. So fun.
That's awesome.
So,
good deal.
Anyway, all right. Well, I'm sorry to call you during the podcast, but I'm glad we got to talk Olympics.
Yeah, no worries.
Feel free to call anytime.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.
All right, Steve. See you, buddy.
See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I like how he's like, yeah, I tell all my clients, that thing's built for 12 years. Like the fact that he's debriefed this with so many people since then.
Oh, yeah. They're friends, basically.
So fun.
Just tells them everything.
That's awesome.
What were we talking about?
Olympics. No, I don't know.
Dang it. What was it?
I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Who cares?
So we're all thinking, who freaking cares?
Who freaking cares? I think that's all we were talking about.
Fall off the dock. What happened after that?
Yeah, didn't fall off the dock.
You fell off the dock and you had to have someone save you as like a Phil Collins song. Something like that happened.
Oh, yeah. Will I remember? Timon, do you know that song?
No.
Timon's laughing anyway, though.
You've heard the song, but maybe don't know the story. I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight. I can feel it going in the air tonight.
Maybe?
Oh, Lord. Okay, but there's some, it's like a crazy, I don't know all, the details very well, but it's written about.
The lore goes that Phil Collins watched a guy watch another guy drown. And that's what the story's about.
But then.
That sounds familiar. Like I've heard that talked about.
That's what the song's about. But then have you heard about, he has this guy come up at a concert or something?
Yeah, he surprised him with it and called him out or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how much any of this is true. Because it's also if you watch someone drown, then you're at fault too, no?
You should probably do something.
Call somebody.
Unless you're a mile away using binoculars.
I just happen to be scouring that guy's drowning.
What is this? Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget?
Yeah, he's just writing the song in real time.
First time. And he's like zooming in. The last time we ever met. He's like singing it while he's
got binoculars here, and he's got like a drum next to him. He's got one.
Yeah. The hurt doesn't show, pain still grows. A stranger to you and me. Boom, 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 boom. It's
a medley.
Ho! Oh man. Well, no, he's like using his binoculars, watching this guy drown, and then all of a sudden he like looks over here to these kids at a lake house, like having fun on a water slide, doing the toilet bowl.
Oh my gosh, he's still drowning. He's still drowning.
I can feel it coming in the air. Son of man, come down tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. You'll be in my... Yeah, whatever.
Really good binoculars. He can see jungles and the ocean.
Incredible binoculars.
All at once. And he's a great songwriter, so he can pull that all off.
He's doing it, yeah. Man.
Pretty cool.
Old Phil.
That's what we were talking about before. Oh, we just got our Good Ranchers copy. Just emailed.
Oh, perfect.
All right. She didn't attach anything. All right, well.
What?
Well, we got the first part of it. We know... Yeah, whatever. It's confusing.
We know it's threefold.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be threefold. I'd really set it up to be threefold.
I'm gonna respond immediately. I don't see anything attached, and just see if she.
Yeah, I don't think you attached anything when you're like 100% confident it's not attached. I
didn't say I don't think. I wasn't passive.
I don't know if
I don't see anything attached. Can you resend? I said.
Can you resend the exact same way? With no attachment?
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those things where like sometimes it just doesn't.
The attachment comes a little later because of the gigabytes and stuff.
As you guys already know from earlier in the episode, it's the Pick Your Protein offer.
Yes, we said that earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. Gigabytes real quick just reminded me. I was asking, we're trying to get all the stuff filmed this week, PPA, and I was like, Scott, you have a GoPro, right? Scott, Pickleball. He's like, I do. He's like, and I have an SD card that can film for 6 hours. And I said, yeah, that's how they measure it. It's always in hours. And he's like, I don't know how it works, man. I don't know. I was like, doesn't matter. 4K, 1080, it's just 6 hours. That's exactly how much time you have.
You give him a hard time.
Yeah.
That's great.
I have a 6-hour card.
Let's go ahead and give Scott a hard time. Madison McCullough, if you're still listening to this episode, do a little poll on this. Scott's like, text us, I didn't think Timon was going to go Barry White right to Jesus Loves Me. And I'm like, Scott, Barry White does not sing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he does. It's called Never Ever Gonna Give You Up. Or something. I was like, no one's thinking of that song for. Yeah. He's like, Barry White fans would. I was like, so Madison McCullough, go ahead and send it out right now. Like when you hear the song Never Gonna Give You Up, are you thinking of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley?
Yeah.
Or are you thinking of however that song goes by Barry White?
Never, never gonna give you up.
That sounded good.
Well, that's how the song goes.
You have a nice little bass voice there.
Thank you.
I like that.
I never know if you guys are messing with me or you're just like,
whatever that.
Dude!
I will say, I don't know that song.
I don't think I would mess with you like that.
Whatever
I think
the
that's too
tone of
mean.
that was, that sounded nice.
I actually don't know how the song goes.
That's not how the song goes at all, but Jake just made up a little jingle and it sounded good in that velvety low voice.
It's a very, very pleasing tone.
Ooh. I become a singer. I've got a little strawberry blonde hair. I go by the name Red Velvet.
I like that.
Thoughts? Timon shaking his head.
My thoughts are I like that. Yeah.
All right. 1 yes, 1 no.
Timon, sorry. I feel like the episode's getting ready to end.
Any second.
Did you see that I forwarded you a jingle?
No.
Okay.
Oh, sometimes they don't send.
Sometimes they don't send.
Did you resend it the same way?
I sent it July 29th. Maddie Dieterly sent you one. I think you're going to be able to do this one off the top.
I don't see this at all. Hold on.
I'm gonna forward to you again. It's from our new email, hello@ghostrunners.life.
He gets a ton of emails, so you're gonna have to like urgent A, urgent B, urgent C.
We do have a new email address, guys. hello@ghostrunners.life. You can also send it to jingle@ghostrunners.life, info@ghostrunners.life, Jake@ghostrunners.life, Brad@ghostrunners. They all go to the same place, so feel free to funnel it. They're all gonna be funnered into the same place.
Yeah.
Maybe
so if
you
you have
got my
something,
email wrong, I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's see.
it's gonna be funny if someone's like, "Hey, I wanted to hit up Jake at Ghostrunners.life. I got something to tell you about Brad. It's going to both of us, so just be careful."
You know what, Timon? I sent it to Timon@ghostrunners.live. That's my bad.
Huh.
So you can send an email to Timon@ghostrunners. All right, Timon.
That's funny.
I'm gonna forward you this. See, let's try it. It's. I'm not even gonna tell you what song it's for.
Okay.
For the Ghostrunners, for the Ghosties' sake. But it's a little bit of a surprise song here.
Okay.
Who's connected? We got any Bluetooth here?
Blowtorch.
Have you figured out connecting yours? Because Jake, hasn't yours had some issues?
It doesn't know the Roadcaster exists. So if you can connect, go for it.
Jake got old once he got married, I think. Like
all of a sudden, the Bluetooth not showing up. Like I just don't understand these things like I used to.
That's what happens when you get old, though. It's like, well, you just go to Bluetooth and it's there. It's like, I know how to do it. It's just not there anymore.
I used to troubleshoot, and I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be fun.
You ready to go right now? And we're back. Brad, great job with the jingle.
Thank you.
Yes. So, yeah, I'd say this is a week you're going to want to be on Patreon. We just made Timon sing for like 10 minutes. So one thing led to another. I got on a live stream.
15. I'm talking 15, brother.
Brother.
Hey, brother. I think it's 15, brother. Okay?
Combination.
Now that I don't have a face, I gotta have a little voice. You know?
You gotta still have
some kind of flavor, brother. Okay?
So yeah, I just want to say that. So we'll see you guys Wednesday. See you on Patreon. Get a little bit of a Timon's concert there with Brad.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Mally was there as well. And anything else?
Timon, tell him you love him.
I love you guys. I really do.
That's sweet.
See
Timon and Branson. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Branson.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every